I'm doing it. I'm starting my first YouTube video. I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for years. And I just haven't. I didn't know my niche. I didn't know what my thing was gonna be, and I still kind of don't, but we're gonna discuss that today. And if you are watching this, then you're either a really supportive friend, a friend who's curious, or I did something right and we don't even know each other. So thank you for stopping by. Today we're gonna just kind of do an introduction of who I am and what I hope to do with this channel. And then because it's fall time and it's relevant, I guess I'm just gonna show you guys the things that I've bought for fall so far this year, mostly Halloween. So starting off, my name is Sasha. I live in West Virginia in a little tiny square house that was built in 1955, and I love it. And I have a son named Kabram. He splits his time between me and his father 50-50, so a lot of videos he won't be around. For example, today he's with his father. But very, very important part of the joy that I have and the videos that I'll want to share. And he's a hoot. So I'm excited for you all to see him and hear the things that come out of his mouth. Wild. Thank God he has my personality. So yeah, and there's two things about me. Like, I am religious. I love the Lord. Am I a good example of a Christian or of Jesus? I don't think so. But I certainly try to be mindful of my behavior and how I treat others. So occasionally I will talk about God, and, you know, I'll try to not share too much of my worldview politically, because I don't really care to hear other people's worldviews politically. That's just me. But I think over time you'll know where I stand on some things just by who I am. But yes, I do love the Lord, and I love gardening. I'm a huge gardener, so spring and summer, like, that is what that's what a lot of my content will be. That's the goal, that's the plan anyways, if I stick with this, is to feature a lot of, like, my plans for gardening and the things that I'm doing in the progress of my garden. So if that's your thing, and you're curious about that and curious about learning about that, then I would love to take you guys on that journey. And if you're not, then you just don't watch anything from spring to summer. And then I love fall. I do. But yeah, I feel like I come alive in the fall time. So, yeah. So let me show you guys what I've gotten so far this year. So one of my earlier, disclaimer. When I first bought my house and it was just me, 7 years ago, my style was very fall. It was just like, you know, the pumpkins, the leaves, like the cute fall things. Now that I am a mother, I really am starting to get tackier. And I love that. I love being able to do that at this season of my life and be really tacky and kind of gear things more towards Halloween. So some of this stuff is tacky, but I think it's still cute. But first tacky thing, but it's great, is this wallflower plug. The Frankenstein's Bakery. Am I gonna have to do that thing that everybody does? I don't want to do that. But yes, this thing's awesome. It does illuminate. It does cast little shadows on the wall, and it's dear. It's really cool. And then I got this really early on. So I started getting excited for fall in May. And I never do that. I think I was really desperate for serotonin and just happiness this year. Not that anything particularly bad happened, but fall makes me happy. And I just really started planning and just thinking about that back in May. So I think I got this at Hobby Lobby in June. I do think so. And yeah, this little mug. Now this is more fall-y. This is not so much Halloween, but I thought it would be cute. It glows. I thought it would be cute on my coffee bar. I usually try to do something seasonal with my coffee bar that's like has like coffee mugs or something like that. So that's the only thing I think that I've gotten from Hobby Lobby, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget some stuff. But yeah. And then from Michaels, only thing I bought from Michaels, because I mean I like their decorations all right, but I didn't really need any of the stuff that they had. And I'm going for like more of a classic Halloween, like purples, oranges, blacks, like that kind of stuff. Like I just want the classic Halloween look. And their collection was fine, but I just didn't want any of that. But I did see that they had paint by numbers. And again, this is not Halloween-y, but I thought that I could do this paint by number. And it's like, it's very kitchen-y. You know, it's got the spices and the pumpkins, and I want to paint it and put it up in my kitchen, like hang it up in the fall time. So yeah, I haven't started that yet. I need to. And then from Walmart, I'm pretty sure I grabbed I grabbed candy from Walmart, but I did get these plates, and they're 50 cents. Are you crazy? I bought it thinking that it was in the dollar section, but I thought that like they would be like $3, $1. It was 50 cents each. And I got like, I don't know if you can see it with the light, but it's a little haunted house, 50-cent plate. And then this one's got little pumpkins on it. And I try to use these at dinner time as much as possible with Kabram, and just have our little seasonal plates. And at Home Goods, I haven't really bought much from Home Goods either. To be honest, like last year, I don't think I really bought anything for fall at all. I didn't need anything, but this year I just was more inspired for the Halloween decorations and that serotonin boost. So I did get this at Home Goods, and it started out as a birthday gift for my sister. We want to collect the Blue Sky Clayworks little houses that come out for all year round, really, but we love the Halloween ones, and the Christmas ones are cute too. But we've started collecting the Halloween ones, and so my sister doesn't have one, but I have this one back here, the little pumpkin one. Let me see if I can roll on back here and show you all. But yeah, that's the little pumpkin house. So, my kids' toys. So I wanted to get another one, and I got one for my sister, but then I went back to see what else they had, because it was still pretty early in the Halloween decor releases. So I went back and saw there's a witch. It's like a brew house, but it's like just a brown bulbous house with like a little crooked witch hat chimney. I got that, and so I presented her with both of these options, and she went with the witch house. And I was gonna take this one back, but I kind of fell in love with it a little bit. So originally I picked her up this one, the ice cream parlor, and like I said, I wasn't thrilled when I first got it, but then as she was trying to debate which one she liked most, and if the witch hat would have been there first, I would have got her that. That would have been the end of it. It would have been no big deal, because we love witchy stuff. Like, not practicing witchy stuff, like, but we just love like the witches that we grew up with, that kind of stuff. We love that. So I told her that I was gonna take it back and get my money back, but then I fell in love with all the candy corn. First of all, I love candy corn candy. If you don't like it, it's fine. I understand that, but I do. And I have to eat it by layer. You don't just pop it all in your mouth. You eat it by the layer. But I love the candy corn on here, and it just grew on me. So I decided to keep it. And so I put it up there with the old pumpkin house, and I'll put little tea lights in it. But that's the only thing I've gotten from Home Goods. And I've seen a lot of stuff that I like, but I can't justify spending my money on it, because if I'm not in love with it, then I'm not going to buy it. I'm very frugal with my money. You'll learn that. At home, so my son and I went to the Catoctin Zoo in Maryland at the end of July when I took a vacation. And while we were, on our way home, I was like, there's an At Home around here, and I've only been to it one time, maybe twice. And so I was like, KB, let's go in there and look at Halloween decorations. We love looking at Halloween decorations and Christmas. So we stopped in there and just had a field day looking at everything. He was obsessed with the little skeleton like animals. There was a skeleton T-Rex. He was obsessed with them, and he played with them a lot of the time that I was trying to make decisions, because I'm really indecisive and I have a hard time making decisions. So while he was doing that, I found these glasses, and I know they're popular, and I know they're popular, but they are cute. And so I got this one with the white pumpkins, and then I let KB pick out one, and he got this one, the little candy corn. Loves it, just like his mommy. So whenever we can, if we're not drinking out of a water bottle, we'll use these at dinner time as well. And it just adds a little extra something to our evening. Oh, I lied. I did get something else at Home Goods. Totally lied. Totally missed it. I see these all the time, and I don't eat like a ton of, I don't eat ramen really. My son does. He loves the cup noodle, like, the breakable ramen. But this is like a legit ramen bowl. And we love peanuts in this house. We love Snoopy, all of it. I love it. I will buy Apple TV every year around this time just to watch the Peanuts Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas episodes. And then KB will usually trail off and watch some of the other ones that they have on there. But it's about time for me to purchase it again. And then I cancel it as soon as the seasons are over. Like, as soon as the holidays are over, I cancel it. I will watch, oh my gosh, what is the show? Ted Lasso. I will watch Ted Lasso. Usually I'll like watch another season of it just to rewatch it again, and then I'll cancel it. But yeah, so I got this, and haven't used the bowl as much, but these chopsticks have really come in handy. I've been getting soup dumplings like all the time from Aldi and just using these to eat them, but I do intend to eat a lot of Japanese leftovers in this. I do love me some Japanese hibachi. Oh, I'm due for a trip there actually. So I did get that at Home Goods too. Back to At Home. So what else I don't think I got anything else other than this thing. Okay, so this, I got a little tiny cauldron for Boo Baskets. I think this was $3. $4. So it's just something small and plastic that, me and two of my girlfriends, we do a ghouls night every year. And we've done that probably for the last 3 or 4 years, I think. We love it, and we look forward to it. And we just hang out, have snacks, food, dinner, and watch a movie of some sort. I think I hosted last year and made baked spaghetti, and we watched Practical Magic, and I made like a, I think it was an apple cider margarita of some sort. It wasn't good. I'm not a very good bartender mixer, but I think it was the drink too. I'm just gonna say that. And then I also have a front porch. So I have a front porch, and I decorate the outside of my house for Halloween with like blow ups and lights and stuff. And so I was thinking, I try to have a witch theme. And so I was thinking about having a cauldron. So I got this metal cauldron from there, and I don't remember how much it costs, but it's like a nice sturdy metal cauldron. And I got these purple lights, like little tiny fairy lights. I think they're battery operated. Yeah, battery operated. I'm gonna try to like stick something high up in here and then put the lights like tuft on the top so that you can definitely see the light more. And I really wanted lime green because I feel like Witch's Potion stands out more if it's lime green. I have seen, like, you know, the purple ones, but I couldn't find any lime green in there. And I've been looking out while I've been out at different other places. I've been looking for lime green. I haven't seen anything there either. At least, I mean, not battery operated. So I guess purple will do. Maybe if I find lime green, we'll do both. I don't know. But that's the plan for the front porch. And also for the front porch. Okay, so I've had my eye on this for a while. And it was at Sam's Club. And it was like $40. But I just thought I loved everything about it. And I just really, really wanted it. So this past weekend, me and Cabram went after his football game, and I got it, and I don't regret it. Let me switch over this way so that you can see the whole ambiance of this wreath. Oh, I love it. And look at this. It glows. The whole thing freaking glows. That's what I love about it. If it was just this, oh, hold on. If it was just this, no, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't pay for that. Like, I've made wreaths many times before. If I wanted to make something this tacky, I could do that myself. But it glows, and I love that. And just that on my porch at nighttime, in addition to the other lights I'm gonna have. Guys, I just freaking love this thing. I mean, I'm tacky this year. I'm tacky this year, and I'm gonna be tacky until Cape doesn't care about Halloween anymore. But he's my son, and he appreciates this stuff, so he's gonna love it forever. So we'll be tacky forever, or at least until he moves out. The last place was Gabe's. I have Gabe's literally across the street from where I live. And I don't go there very often because it's just not practical for me to go there very often. But when it comes to seasonal decorations, and sometimes clothes for Cabram, I do go there. And so I went there back in early July, I think, is when I found this first thing. And these are really popular right now. And I just like them. I think they're cool. I think they're pretty. So I had to get one. And it's those little, I don't know the proper terminology. Holographic. I was going to say hieroglyphic, but I knew that wasn't right. So holographic little pumpkins. And this one just has different like modes that you can put it on, different colors and stuff, and I think you can flash, but we ain't doing no flashing. Nobody wants that. Nobody likes that. But yeah, so I got that, and I wanted to put it outside under the porch, but it's saying it's inside use only, and I do get like rain that gets under my porch sometimes, so I'll either stick it on I have really broad windowsills outside that I can stick stuff on. That's a little too wide, so it probably won't work, but I'll probably put it in here by the fireplace so we can enjoy it inside. So that was at Gabe's, and I made out okay at Gabe's, really. So I also got, I was kind of due for like, I don't have a Halloween like outdoor like wipe your feet off rug. Ugh. So I found this one, and I love this one. I think it's so cute. And it doesn't seem like it's the best quality. It's probably already falling apart. But how nice, right? And the stars are glittery. But I just thought that's so like traditional. And that's what I want. That's what I want. I want traditional Halloween for my son. But I don't want anything crazy. I just want bats and pumpkins and spiders and all the tacky Halloween things. That's what I want. And this rug does that for me. I love it. And then I think last on my list, or last that thing I bought, and this, we might have an issue with this. So this, I kind of, at the time I was debating doing like a witch kitchen, like having like the fake potion bottles and stuff around. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. I don't think I'm going to end up doing that. Because I've seen other stuff and I just haven't wanted to buy it. So it's probably not going to happen. But I did see this. It says drink if you dare. Of course, I have my camera in reverse, so it's going to look weird. But that's what we're doing for now until I get better at this. Then maybe I'll get a fancy camera and microphone. But until then, you guys are going to have to deal with it. And I'm going to have to deal with the lack of credibility. So I got this for my coffee bar. The problem is that it doesn't really jive with this. I mean, two different vibes here. It's not really giving the same thing. But am I going to make it work? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not taking it back. I don't know, maybe I could take this one back. Whatever. So yeah, that's my autumn haul so far, not including clothes. I did forget something. I did forget a clothing item. I got an awesome sweater from Hot Topic, and let me show you. Okay, so I ordered this, well, it came in about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago probably. And this is from Hot Topic. They have really cute stuff now. Like, I mean, I haven't shopped there since I was in high school probably, because their stuff always fit me weird. And it smells like BO in there. It smells like onions, like disgusting BO. And the first thing, when I sent my sister a picture of this after it came in, I was like, it doesn't smell like BO. She's like, I was gonna ask you if it smelled like BO, because it's like a thing. I don't know, do you all notice that? Does anybody else notice that? Is that just a local thing? I mean, it's been like in 2 different states that I've gone to, the Hot Topic smells like, and you can walk by the store front and you can smell it. But this did not smell like that. It smelled like normal manufactured clothing. So, but yes, this is the whole sweater with little pumpkin cinnamon buns and pumpkin, I guess, spice lattes or coffees or something. And the buttons are pumpkins too. And I love this. I love the sweater. I got it in an extra large because of my history with Hot Topic stuff not really fitting me well. And it's pretty big. It's pretty big, so it's not going to be a sweater that I wear to look extra cute and like that's going to be flattering, because it's not that flattering. I almost considered taking it back, and I may still, but it is a dear. It is a darling little sweater. So yeah. And then this dress I got on, this is Old Navy dress. It's long. I wore this for the first time today, so it goes pretty long. Little slits. Ooh, sorry. I love this sweater. I mean, this dress, it's really nice. I got a lot of compliments on it today. And so it's kind of like my fall Halloween little dress. But other than that, I haven't really gotten too many clothing or like beauty items or anything for fall. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm done shopping for things. I have a really big road trip planned at the end of September with my stepdad and my son. It was actually a trip that my stepdad was going to take with a friend, but that didn't end up happening. And so I was kind of like, Beef, like, hey, I call him Beaver. I was like, hey, Beef, like, if, you know, she doesn't end up coming, why don't KB and I just join you? Now, Cabe's in school, so it was kind of like, the idea was great at first, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, how's that gonna work? I thought that's a whole week of school, but he's only in kindergarten. And so I brought it to, you know, I mentioned it to Beav, and he loved it because he loves spending time with Cabe. I mean, he loves spending time with his daughters. Like, he loves spending time with us, and he doesn't want to go alone. So he was all about it. So we planned it, and we're going to, we're leaving the 27th or 26th, and we're going up to Lincoln, New Hampshire for a couple days, Boothbay Harbor, Maine for a couple of days, Mystic, Connecticut for a couple of days, and then we're ending in my choice, Sleepy Hollow, New York. Cabe, you know, we've watched a couple like cartoons and stuff about the Headless Horseman, and he learned a little bit about him last year and kind of got interested in him. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on Sleepy Hollow. I follow a couple accounts on Instagram. I think one of them is called Spellbound Sleepy Hollow, but I watch her stuff a lot. And then Sleepy Hollow Country, which that's run by the owner of Horse Feathers. I'm really hoping to get into Horse Feathers like the night that we get in. We also are going to go to the Jack-o'-lantern Scream? Jack-o'-lantern's Blaze. Oh my gosh. We're gonna go there when we get in on Friday night, and we did like the special package where you do the Blaze, you know, you go through the Blaze trail or whatever, and then at some point you stop and there's like a different like section where they have like this whole ambiance, and you get like a Bavarian pretzel, and the Headless Horseman appears, and you get like special drinks, and it just seemed really cool. It was expensive. I think for 2 adults and a child, it was $188 for us to go, but it's vacation and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I didn't even think we would be able to go to Sleepy Hollow at Halloween, because we're going to New York City in December for Kabram's birthday. So we're going there, and I was like, well, I don't really want to go to Sleepy Hollow at Christmas. I'm sure it's beautiful. I'm sure it has a lot to offer, but to see it first, I want to see it during Halloween and during the fall. So I'm really grateful that my stepdad was willing to add that on at the last minute for us, and he just wants to do whatever we want to do, whatever makes us happy. And he's never been to Sleepy Hollow, so he was like, well, I've never been there, so let's do it. So I'm super excited about going there. Like, that is going to be the last stop. It's about he said it's about 4 hours. I think it would be about 4 to 5 hours away from home. So it's a nice ending point. It's the closest stop to home. So we'll be back the Saturday after, I think it's October 4th. So we're going an entire week, and I called Cape's school and finalized all that. His dad and stepmom were okay with him going and missing school. The school was actually very supportive about it. They were just glad that I even talked to them about it. Just the amount of kids that miss school and their parents don't bring it up or go over it with anyone firsthand. They just seemed really grateful that I was bringing it up now. And, you know, his teacher was like, he's not really going to miss anything. We consistently review things over and over again. So I was really happy about that, because, you know, I don't want my son to miss out on anything vital. It's kindergarten. Like, he's still going to be, he went to daycare for the last 2 years, and it was a preschool, but I still don't want him to miss out on anything that he needs for kindergarten, first grade. So she assured me that we're good to go. So I'm super excited. My stepdad's super excited. Cape was super excited too. And he refers to New Hampshire as New Hamster. That's what he thinks it's called. And I'm not one of those moms. It's like, no, this is the right way to say it. I don't care about that. I want to savor my son's childhood. He's intelligent. I'm not worried about that. He's going to figure life out. But if he has a specific way that he says words, I embrace it. And I love it, because my time with him is shorter than most mothers. I don't have him full time. So when he says something precious, I want to harness that as long as possible. So we're going to New Hampshire. And I'll correct him one day down the road. I'm sure his father will, because his father always corrects him when he says things wrong. But I guess one parent needs to do that. I'm just not that parent. So that's what we have planned this fall. You know, moving forward with my videos, I told you the major things, but I would honestly really like to do like, you know, a day in the life vlog, like what I'm doing all day. Do I live an exciting life? No, it's not exhilarating, but it's different. You know, I am a single mom. I own a home. I do my yard work. I have a full-time job, and I'm a professional, and I just love simple things. You know, I tried to get me and my son outside, you know, in the yard playing as much as possible, as much as the weather is tolerable and allows it. And I try to make meals at home for us. We do go out to eat. I mean, don't get excited. We go out to eat a lot, but I try to make our time at home as cozy as possible. My son always says we have a cozy home, and it's honestly one of the best things that he could say to me, you know, as his mother. He's always going back and forth between both of our houses, and he hates that. I mean, he's told me before, and he's cried, and he's like, Mommy, I hate having two houses. And I can't imagine, like, I wasn't raised with both of my parents, but my dad was, you know, he would get us every other weekend, and that worked for us. I'm sure that it wasn't good enough for my father. I'm sure that that bothered him, and he wanted more time with us. But for me growing up, it was a feasible way to navigate and balance things. And I feel for Cabram because, you know, he doesn't have that. He's got to switch. He has Mondays and Tuesdays with Mom, Wednesdays, Thursdays with Dad, and then Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays or alternate between the two of us. And I hate that for him, but that's it is what it is. We made a mess, and unfortunately he has to pay the price, but so do we. I mean, I absolutely hate sharing my son. It kills me. Like, I get emotional about it all the time, and it's just very frustrating. It's the thorn in my side, to be honest with you. But we push through, and we just have to make the most of our time together. And so a lot of my videos will be showing that if I continue them, and hopefully I will. I'm not the most committed person to things that I don't feel confident in, but if this is meant to be for me, then I'll keep going. And this is fun. I've enjoyed it so far. But yeah, so daily life vlogs. I mean, not every day, no. Maybe like weekend vlogs. I don't want a camera in my son's face constantly. I don't want to live my life like that. So what I give is what I give, and I'm sure nobody's demanding anything of me right now. I mean, this is a first time video, so yeah. So I hope you all liked the video. If you did, please like, comment, or, you know, like it, or, you know, thumbs up, whatever it is. Thumbs it up. Yeah, just let me know if you liked the video so far. Yeah, so thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.